In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to compose a jazz song. It's Paul Tobey from jazzmental.com. Thanks for joining me. The creative process surrounding composition is something that's likely different for many people, but I do have a formula. So if you stick around to the end, you'll know exactly what that formula is and how I approach it and all the different steps. And we've only got about 10 minutes for this, so it's not a long time to wait to see what transpires. And I'm actually going to be composing a new song on the spot. Hopefully that won't get me into trouble. I'm basically responding to a comment from Kyle Lim. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. He says, you should make a video on creating jazz lines and or melodies for new tunes. Well, jazz lines I've already created. I'm going to post a link up here in the corner. You can go check that out. But also he wants to know about composing melodies for new tunes. So let's just talk about the entire compositional process, because melody and rhythm and chord changes and all of those things that go together, they kind of come hand in hand. And we're going to get started right now. Okay, so here we are at the piano. We're composing a new jazz song. And the first thing that I think about is, what's it for? What's the goal of this particular piece? For example, if I'm putting an album together and I'm creating all original compositions, I might be at a point where I'm looking for a specific speed of a song. For example, super fast, straight ahead swing, or I might be looking for maybe a ballad because I haven't got that on the album yet. Or maybe I'm looking for maybe a little bit of a Latin feel or fusion or funk. And obviously there's a myriad of choices. In this particular case, let's go with whatever pops into my head. Let's say I mentioned Latin. Okay, so let's tackle Latin. So obviously there's a 4/4 here. It's just a blank sheet of paper that I use. I could have changed it to 3/4 and done a waltz, but let's just leave it in 4/4, and we're going to go with Latin. So let's just write that at the top left-hand corner. And it may turn out into a different type of Latin feel. We never know where it's going to go. So initially, I'm just going to let my fingers hit the piano and pick a key. So just randomly, let's go with F minor. Okay. So then what I would do is I would start noodling around on that Latin feel in the key of F minor, see what happens. And then wherever it goes next, that obviously didn't sound that great. So let's go with the F minor. And then when I start thinking about melody, one of the things that I think about is, does the melody keep on a specific motif? Does it continue to repeat that motif even if it's transposing that motif over different chords? So let's just so yeah, let's go with F minor 9. So earlier today, I was making a video about passing notes, and it was like, so my fingers just kind of went to there. So let's use this as a pickup measure. Let's put a double bar line there just to make it sure it's the start. 1 and 3. So there's an example of where I repeat the melody again over different chord changes. So same thing. And obviously we want to make sure that we've got the right number of beats per bar. So let's just do 2 there and a rest there. So that's a mistake because obviously that's more than 1 bar. So I missed a bar. So essentially, let's just throw a bar line in there. Let's keep that note there. And this is actually going to become a whole note. So right now you're just seeing sort of like, obviously I can start fixing things on the way, but I don't want to waste anybody's time doing reparations. I want to make sure that we're getting somewhere. So let's just do the whole note there. Let's start putting the chords in. So this is F minor 9. And then I switch to D flat, sharp 11. So that's interesting. So something going on there, just not sure what exactly. Maybe I don't like that. Yeah, I like that. And then start writing things down. And that repeats. And then melody did this. Then somehow I think we got to this C. So that was A flat major 7. And then a 2-5. And again, I'm always thinking 2-5 progressions. A. So again, you have to play things over and over again until they start to make good melody. But you can start to hear that that motif is continuing. Those kinds of things, right? Okay, so no, not there. So that's actually coming down here. So I'm liking the progression as it's going here. So 2-5, and then we're going to G minor. And that would be a simple head. So G minor 7 to C7 flat 9. So again, what we have here is, and the process is keep the motif going, keep the chords inside the key for the moment, and we can go outside later, but get a simple melody together And we're almost at the end. And the bass line is starting to come together too. Yes, so we're kind of getting there. So you can start to see the structures coming together. I'm playing around with the melody a little bit. And if you want me to do another video continuing this piece, I may just do it myself anyway. I'll find a new keyword phrase to play for. But essentially that's my process. It's like, pick a reason why we're doing it. Let's pick a tempo and a feel. And then let's pick a key and then just start to play. And knowing 2-5-1 progressions as I do and the way that chords fit together, we had a rough start, but eventually it kind of comes together. And then if the melody starts sticking, I start playing it for other people. Hey, do you like this melody? I play it for my wife, see if she likes it. She always kind of knows what she likes and what she doesn't like, and it's always been helpful over the years. So anyway, that's my take on how to compose a jazz song. I hope you enjoyed this. Any particular questions that you have about it, all you need to do is post them below in the comments section, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Thanks so much for your time.